Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Ringo Mowo. Today I want to talk to you on the subject of the major key to financial growth. In life, every human being is striving to grow financially. And it is a major key for you to grow successful in terms of finance. The more you grow financially, the more you shy away from a lot of destructive and detrimental effects of life. So it is key for someone to grow financially. But for you to grow financially, you need to do the right things. And if you take a successful wealthy person today and compare with an average person, a poor person, or a middle class, there's no major difference between these three people. There's no major difference. The difference is into small areas. They differ in terms of attitudes, the way they perceive things, the way they think. They differ in terms of speaking. They differ in terms of action. So the difference is into small details. And this is why we say success is into small details. And these small details, repeated every day, is what distinguishes between the average person, the poor person, and the rich people. So, if you want to be successful, if you want to be rich, you have to distinguish yourself in terms of thinking, in terms of speaking, in terms of action, and in terms of results. Your difference will come through when you differentiate yourself. It's not the magic, it's not the rocket science that distinguishes between the rich and the poor. You might find a successful person is successful because he's highly disciplined. He's disciplined on the way he do things. He spends time to think while others are spending most of time talking about other people. He spends time to do the things that matters, planning, reading, connecting to the right people. While the average and the poor people, they spend most of their time watching TV, going around with the people who have no values. Now, if you take these two different people over the period of 5-10 years, they will definitely come to a different point where one is named a successful person and the other one is named an average or poor person. So there is no rocket science into getting rich. It's just the way you change your mind. It's just the way you change the way you speak. It's just the way you change the way you do things and achieve results that will distinguish yourself into becoming a successful or an average or a poor person. Now, when you want to grow financially, I want to take you into a simple example. Take an example of Michael Dell, the founder and the owner of Dell Corporation, the company that produces computers. Michael Dell, when they produce computers, they understand every details of the computer. They understand the details as to why they put the keyboard. They understand the details as why they put the mic, the camera, the hard disk, the software. They understand every details. And before they take that product to the marketplace, they usually test to prove the purpose and the reason why they've created that particular computer will fulfill the purpose. before they take that particular laptop, that particular computer to the marketplace, that computer has to go through several tests to prove the reason, the purpose as why it has been created, it has been formed. Now, the moment they satisfy themselves that whatever they had in their mind, whatever they conceived in their mind to fulfill for the marketplace, it is when they go and put a manual to tell exactly the capability, the ability, the application, and everything that the computer can deliver to the marketplace. Then they take the product to the marketplace. And obvious, when the computer is taken to the marketplace, it produces and gives the same results they projected, the same results that they put in the manual. Now, this is a human being talking to you as a person, as a human that has been created by God. I do understand and I believe that every human being you see in the world today and tomorrow were created by God. And God is so smart that He created you not to become a practical to the world, not to become an average person to the world, not to become a poor person to the world. God created you for a reason. There is no point for God, who has all the ability, who has all the resources, who has all the potential to create you and position to the world to become a poor person, to become an average person, to become a useless person. There's no point. And God went further and said, you have been created on His own image. Now, understanding that you have been created by the image of God, it means God has a purpose. God has a purpose for you to fulfill in this world. God has a purpose for you to deliver something, the product, the services to this world. Has a purpose. It says in the holy books, in the book of Jeremiah, before you were formed in your mother's womb, before you came to this planet Earth, God knew you. God knew you deep inside. He understood what He has planted in you. He understood what He has put in you. The potential, the power, the abilities, the skills, the resources, the principles that you can live by. He knows you deep inside than you know yourself. So He put you to the world for a reason, by an accident, not by chance. God brought you to this planet Earth for the reason, and that reason has to be fulfilled, not by your parents, not by your government, not by your friends, but you yourself. Now, borrowing the principles of creation, the principle of God, if you want to be successful and grow financially, I want to share with you the 5 key principles that can transform your life, that can transform your business, that can transform you to become a great person of today and tomorrow. Number 1, if you want to grow financially, this is the secret. You have to be productive. You have to be fruitful. Fruitful means you become productive. There's no point that you have potential in you, you have talent in you, you have skills in you, and you remain with your skills. you remain with your talents, you remain with your dream, you don't produce something. If you want to grow financially, you have to produce something. Take an example of the gold. If you go to the gold mine on the ground, under the ground, you might find there are a lot of mines, gold, silver, copper, whatever, in the same ground. But if no one got deep down and to take out the gold, the copper, the diamond, whatever the mine available in that particular ground, if it's not pulled out and taken to the marketplace, that mining site becomes useless. That gold, that mine site becomes of no value. It only becomes of value if and only if we dig down the mines and take them to the marketplace. It is when they can start making us money. It is when they can start transforming our life. It is when they can start generating more income to change and move us to prosperity level. It is when it can change our life. Unless we do something to produce, to take it out, that gold mines, that diamond mine will add no value to our life. The same is true in your life. That talent, that potential in you will become useless if you don't produce something out of your talent. If you don't produce something out of your potential, it will become useless. So the key is become fruitful. Just like a fruit has ability to reproduce itself into many trees. If I do have the mango tree here today, I mean a mango seed, if I put that mango seed onto the ground, that mango seed has the ability to produce a tree, and that particular tree has the ability to produce many mangoes. Now these mangoes have ability to reproduce again the mango seeds, and the mango seeds produce the mango trees. Then it will grow over and over, spreading itself all around the world. Fruitful. So the same is true to your talent, to your potential. If you plant on the right ground, if you plant that talent, that potential onto the right ground, onto the right marketplace, onto the right people, onto the right product and services, that talent, that ability has the ability to transform itself into millions of productivity in terms of service, in terms of products. So be fruitful. Don't let your talent die in yourself.